Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 138 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On third down, here's Richardson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's... Not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Williams being motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. They'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Right back to him on first down. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Second down and 3. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
They'll run. Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Fighting through pressure, out to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Gets past one man. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Richardson on 3rd and short. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. The quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Richardson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Taylor. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them I believe in you. And
now it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Here with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, what a season it's been for them, Charles. They have already, with 3 weeks left before the playoffs, clinched that #1 overall seed. And, of course, what comes with that is the first-round bye.
It's not just that open week that they've clinched. They've also clinched their status as a heavy favorite to represent their conference in the Super Bowl. So all these other teams have got to play it out, jockey around, and try and get into the playoffs.
What they have to decide is how much do they play their key players down the stretch in order to be ready to go when the playoff games begin.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times, the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this game's going to be won on the outside.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. After one, our score 9-6. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Wright will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Richardson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Hill on the return. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. A nice drive and help themselves out.
There, Richardson back to throw it. And this taken in by Downs. That one a first down pickup of 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Richardson looking to throw. Richardson hit it. He fumbles it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Joseph's got it, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the return. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Dolphins. Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 108 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Jamison Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamison Williams, 51 yards. And the Dolphins have opened the lead up to 30. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Seven yards there and a first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead. For right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7. A give up the middle to right. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins to extend their lead yet again. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts set to take. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Slot man moves right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. He finds his big target, Ligon. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the... They go play action with Hurts. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Williams brings it in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Hurts going to move him around. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And he continues to be a focal point. Offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Aubrey now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the right side and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Dolphins, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.